Until recently, there was one issue in the very polarized U.S. that enjoyed bipartisan support. I'm talking about the Biden administration's strong commitment to supplying Ukraine with military help. But in the course of campaigning ahead of these midterm elections, the first voices of dissent have emerged, with some Republicans saying that the U.S. cannot afford to keep writing blank checks for Ukraine. In the Midwestern battleground state of Ohio, the Republican Senate candidate is against funding the war in Ukraine. That has not gone down well with the Ukrainian community in the town of Parma. DW's Ines Pohl, she traveled there and has this report.
Welcome to Parma, Ohio. A quiet city of 80,000 has become ground zero for the battle over U.S. support for Ukraine. Nearly half of the population is of Ukrainian heritage. Traditionally, they've supported Republicans, but this year, that could change. Rudy's Strudel and Bakery lies in the heart of Parma and is known for its Ukrainian specialities.
Our pierogies are well known internationally, I'd like to say, because we have some interesting flavors along with our traditional flavors.
Lydia's mother, a refugee from Ukraine herself, took over the shop in 1974.
A really nice, simple, When we heard about the war, the night that the attacks first happened, we were up all night. I have cousins in Ukraine. So what we did is that following Saturday, we donated all proceeds of sales to the cause in Ukraine, which raised about $10,000 that very day. This war isn't just miles and miles away. It's right here. It's in our front doorstep. It's on our telephones. It's on our emails. It is happening to us. And it's the same exact thing that happened to our parents that are here.
Only days away from Election Day, the support has become highly politicized in the state of Ohio. J.D. Vance is the Republican candidate for Senate, and he's been saying things like this.
It is not America first to ignore the problems of your own country and to focus instead on Ukraine. Enough with the escalation. Let's focus on our own citizens, our own problems, and ignore the candidates who want us to fight a war with Vladimir Putin because it makes them feel tough.
People here who worry about the situation in Ukraine didn't like that at all. And this matters because the results here in Ohio could be so close that the Ukrainian vote could be decisive. Taisa Kulik, Michael Dobronos and Petro Fedinsky are deeply involved in the Ukrainian American community and are all volunteering at the Ukrainian Museum in nearby Cleveland.
I think it's a shame that we have seen this become a polarizing issue in the United States. When the war began, it was bipartisan support.
And I've consistently voted conservatively. I will not vote for that person, J.D. Vance, because he is not representative of the conservative philosophy that I belong to.
Experienced Republican establishment in Ohio and the United States understands the importance of Ukraine and supports Ukraine. It seems that the MAGA Republicans do not.
Our children are watching. What are we setting up for the next generation? It's about them. It's about these children that don't have a home.
For many here in Parma, the support of Ukraine is not politics. It's a matter of life or death. And this could lead many Ukrainian Americans to change their vote from Republican to Democrat. And here in Ohio, that could make all the difference.